Hello, 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 and welcome to Mandarian Orange Live. I'm Phil Vecchio.
And I'm Summer Janelle.
And we have two very special guests right in between us here. Introduce yourselves. Who's this here?
I am Luke Vecchio.
And who's that?
I'm Audrey Vecchio.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to squish us all in here, so we're all kind of
doing it.
squeezed in here. Welcome to Mandarian Orange Live.
Yay!
This is our second ever Mandarian Orange live stream, and who better to have as guests than the two cutes right here?
Yay!
Are you excited to be on the show?
Very excited.
So we have a lot of stuff to get through on this little live stream here, but real quick business, because we have to talk business up front.
Yes.
A couple things that we want you guys to know. First of all, we're going to be doing this once a month-ish is our plan, right?
Yes.
And so, look for us again in July. That's kind of our schedule. We also tomorrow have a Pop Vox Presents live stream, which I just want to throw out there. We've got the band Pacifico that's going to be joining us, and really great. Matthew Schwartz from Pacifico is going to be here, and it's really, really cool. So make sure you check that out on the Pop Vox music page and stuff like that. All right, that's the announcements out of the way. It's important.
It is important.
It's important. So, what we're going to do here today, we are here for the ultimate live stream Kids versus Adult Challenge. We're going to play a few games and do some activities, things that you might hear on one of our shows. And we'll see, I guess 2 out of the 3 are games. One of them is more just like a fun activity.
Yeah.
So we're going to start with
They're
our...
all like segments on our show.
Yeah. So we're going to start by doing one of our segments. And I have something fun here. We got our little interstitial bits from the show. So up first, we have Top 5.
Every time a bell rings, we give our
Top 5.
All right.
Yay.
Now, listeners of the show, you guys are familiar with Top 5. But in case you don't know, we have a game, activity, whatever, where we make a list of top 5 things.
I mean, top 5 is like a
Self-explanatory.
pretty big thing.
Right.
You have to have a top 5.
So recently, Luke and Audrey and Janelle and I, we've all been watching through what? What have we been watching through?
Marvel movies.
All the Marvel Cinematic Universe stuff. And on our most recent episode that just came out, Janelle and I did our top 5 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies.
This is cruel.
And so we'll refresh your memory on ours afterwards, but first we're going to have Luke and Audrey do their top 5 of the movies. You don't have to worry about the TV shows, just the movies.
It's gonna be hard.
Now, before we do it real quick, I just want to say hello. We've got a few people who are watching live with us.
Yes.
And at any time throughout the show, if you have questions or comments or whatever, please
Chat it up.
put them in the chat,
Put
because
your top 5.
Janelle is monitoring. Yes, if you have a top 5 or whatever, write it in there.
Or maybe you just have your favorite.
True. Could just tell us one if you want.
Top 2.
All right, who's going first here, Luke and Audrey?
Audrey can go first. Okay.
All right, Audrey, top 5
This is hard.
Marvel Cinematic Universe movies.
Does it have to be in like a particular order?
No, just the top
Yeah.
5.
Okay. I gotta think about this. Well, let's see. Well, I would probably put Age of Ultron on there because that's when we first see Wanda, which is my favorite of the superheroes.
You do love
Audrey
Wanda.
loves Wanda.
Well, let's see. I also really enjoyed the first Thor.
Okay.
I thought that one was fun and funny.
Who do you love in Thor?
Well, Darcy.
Also in WandaVision.
She's also one. I also really enjoyed Ant-Man. That one. is
Okay.
Another fun one.
That's 3.
And, Spider-Man. I think of the 2 Spider-Mans, Far From Home is probably my favorite.
Because Night Monkey?
Oh yeah, Night Monkey. You know me too well. And what would my last one be?
I don't know.
Ooh, I liked Doctor Strange.
Ooh,
Oh, that
Doctor
was a good
Strange.
one.
Nice. We went to the same college that the director went to.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Who's the director?
Scott Derrickson. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool.
Biola graduate.
That's right. So there you go. Very cool. Okay, that's your top 5. Lukey, are you ready? I know this is hard. Luke loves making top lists and
It's
saying his favorite thing.
He loves making
actually
decisions.
No, I don't actually like doing that.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No. Okay, well, definitely my first one is definitely Spider-Man Homecoming. because
Homecoming.
I love Spider-Man. And probably Spider-Man Far From Home also. Because, again, love Spider-Man.
Yeah, 2 Spider-Man ones.
Third one is probably Endgame.
Oh.
I really, really liked Endgame. I definitely cried the most on that one.
And a lot of Spider-Man in that one.
Yes, Spider-Man. Also,
I guess just a little bit of
Just
Spider-Man
a
in
little
that
bit
one.
at the end.
He's more in Infinity War. Interesting.
For number 4, I think I'd say also Ant-Man because I really like Ant-Man and
Ant-Man,
the
yeah.
actor of Ant-Man is really funny. So,
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, yeah.
Yes. He's
Um,
great.
And number 5 is probably Infinity War.
Oh, because of all the Spider-Man.
Yes, definitely. A lot of Spider-Man in all of them.
That's good.
This boy, when he was 2 years old, would demand he wear Spider-Man from head to toe,
Only Spider-Man.
including
Every day.
underwear and socks.
And if we didn't have like a clean, Spider-Man something, we'd have to find like, oh look, this shirt has
Colors.
some blue and white on it, so that's like Spider-Man colors.
I
or
remember
red.
one trip, I think we had like a 2-week trip, and I managed to pack him Spider-Man for every day. And because I just knew he was going to be like, I'm not wearing that.
I'm not wearing any of this green or yellow clothes.
So, yeah, he's a Spider-Man fanatic.
All right. That's a good top 5. Just in case people haven't
I'll
listened to the show,
refresh.
refresh us on your top 5
My
because the
top
kids don't know
5
either.
was Spider-Man Homecoming, Spider-Man Far From Home, Ant-Man, Thor Ragnarok. I said it right.
You said it right. That's good.
Captain America Civil War.
All right, and my top 5 were Spider-Man Homecoming, the original Thor, Ant-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Captain America. Those are the ones that I said. I think that's what I said.
Mhm.
Now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm like questioning, but that's what I said, right?
Very hard to choose.
It is.
That's why I cut and paste mine on my show notes.
Nah, it's all up here,
I'm prepared.
You have your own show notes in your head.
That's right. All right, well, this is top 5. Good job, guys. Now,
Thank you.
that wasn't really a contest, so you win. That's a wash.
We won!
Both of us win.
It
We
was-
all win.
It's very hard for Luke to do those things.
I guess that's a
Again,
victory right there.
He's never like
Yeah,
picking
like-
his favorite of
No.
anything.
You're lucky I actually did it this fast.
He doesn't even like picking between like 2 different things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, you did a great job this time.
Thank you very much.
All right. Well, our next segment is here we go. Another one from our show, Truths and Lies.
Truths and lies.
And welcome back.
Back.
Back from Truths and Lies. Now, this is our take on a pretty common game. You've probably heard 2 truths and a lie. This is Truths and Lies, which means we're not limited to 3 options. So this time we actually did 5 options, right? You got 5?
Yeah.
So here's how it goes. Janelle, mommy, for you guys, has 5 items. At least one of them have to be true. But any number of them could be true or false. So they could all be true, 4 true, 1 false, 3 true, 2 false, etc. Except at least one
Just
has to be true.
one.
And you guys, your job is to decide which ones are true and which ones are false. Now, you guys are going to need to write it down. So I have like a little thing here. Do we have another paper we can give them, Janelle?
Sure.
Here. I'm just going to do this. I'm going to tear it off. Can I tear it
Nice
out?
Sound, yeah.
All right, here we go. Some ASMR for you guys watching live there. Okay, there's one for Luke. And here we go. You can really hear those little paper tab things ripping right off there.
It's satisfying to tear them off.
For Audrey. And here's pencils. All right. So, Janelle, you're going to go first. So for each one, don't look at each other's work. Mommy / Janelle will tell you, and you have to write it down, true or false.
All right, I'm going to go with jobs Mommy has had in her life. So are these true or false? Okay, so the first one is, I used to be a Ferris wheel operator. Okay, Ferris wheel operator.
Those of you who are watching live with us can play along.
In the chat.
Put in the chat. Make sure you let us know.
What do you think
what you
is
think.
true or false? Next one is rotisserie chicken cooker. Rotisserie chicken cooker. Okay, next up is a dog sitter. Have I ever been a dog sitter? Chicken cooker.
There it is, right there. That's what I thought. You're not seeing the comments in there. There's comments.
Oh, man.
I know.
I don't know. Okay. I'll look at that in a second.
Okay.
Next up is movie theater employee. Have I ever been a movie theater employee? And last one, jeweler. Was I ever a jeweler?
All right. You guys have your answers?
Yep.
All right. Check real quick in the
I'm gonna
on
check
the comments.
the comments because
We gotta find a way to do it so that we don't
I
hear
don't
it.
know why it's not updating
I don't know.
technology.
We're trying to keep track of it here. I don't know if anyone put the answers in there. I just saw there was at least one comment, so I don't know how to look at it without it making sound.
It won't on mine.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I saw on mine, Ben said hello from Tennessee. Oh, look, there it is, right there.
There it is.
And then he just said another one too.
Okay, Ben also says rotisserie is a lie.
Okay. He doesn't think you worked for a rotisserie chicken place. All right, so let's get let's see. We made Audrey go first last time. So Luke, you're gonna go first. Show us your answers. Tell us. Go ahead. First up. Just go ahead. Go through them.
Well, I think that the Ferris wheel operator is false. I think
Okay.
the rotisserie chicken maker or whatever you did is also false. I think that what was the other ones you did?
Oh, he wrote true and false. What was number 3?
Oh.
You don't remember your own?
Well,
This is why I have notes. Dog sitter. Was I a
think that
dog
was
sitter?
true.
Okay.
Okay.
I think that I just
Okay.
wrote
Next
down
was
true
movie
and false.
theater employee.
I think that was true.
Okay, and then finally jeweler.
I think that was false.
Now in the comments, Aaron,
Yes.
friend and listener of the show, said he thinks that I think Ferris wheels were false.
Yeah. Aaron says Ferris wheel operator is a lie.
All right, Audrey, let's get your take.
All right, so I promise I did not look at Luke's, but I put the exact same things that he did.
Wow. This will be easy peasy then.
All right, so
All
Janelle,
right.
reveal the truths and lies.
Drum roll, please. Ferris wheel operator. Lie. I have worked at amusement parks, but not carnivals.
I knew all these, by the way. This is why it was fun to do on the kids, because we kind of are running out of stuff to trick
I
each
think
other
there's
on.
one you might not know.
All right.
So, all right. Next up, rotisserie chicken cooker.
I know that's true.
Really?
I used to work at Boston Market, best rotisserie chicken in the world. And I was a cashier, but one time, actually a few times, I had to put those rotis in the oven. And I learned how to do it.
Hungry now.
Very exciting.
Oh, it's so good. They have the best tortellini salad.
Okay.
All right, next up, dog sitter.
I feel like that's got to be true.
No, I've never been a dog sitter. I have had a dog, but I don't consider that dog
You said
sitting.
You babysat.
Not a dog.
No one that had a dog?
You babysat.
I don't know. I don't know in particular. I didn't have to do anything.
All right.
So I say that's false.
You were never hired specifically
I was
to
never
sit for just a dog.
I've never been like hired to just sit on a dog.
Just I've never been hired to sit on a dog either. I've never
next
been hired
one.
to sit on a cat.
Movie theater employee.
False.
This is true. I worked for Regal/Edwards Theater answering phones
Corporate.
in the corporate call center.
All right. It says movie
And I
theater.
worked there a long time for a temporary worker.
All right. Well, I know we were counting corporate in this.
I think that's a movie theater employee.
She didn't work at the movie theater. She worked at like the big business offices in the big city.
Down in Costa Mesa.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, and then last one, jeweler.
False.
True. When
What?
I was in high school, I worked a jeweler cart in the mall, the Citadel, and I made earrings and
Really?
necklaces. Yeah.
I
I
did
even
not know
had to
that.
get my ears pierced for it.
Well, what happened with that?
Then the skin grew over the back of my ear because I'm Wolverine. I'm
Yeah.
a super healer.
I've seen it like multiple times. She's gotten her
I've
ears
gotten my
pierced.
ears pierced like
and it
4
just
times.
grows right back.
And it won't. Like, even if I have the earring in, like they said, don't ever take your earring out. And then the skin started growing over the back of my ear. And your brother David had to do surgery.
Yeah.
He had to like
Wolverine.
cut it out.
I'm serious. It's crazy.
So-
Also gross.
I don't have pierced ears now because they heal.
Yeah.
But anyways, those are mine.
Wow.
All right. So how many did you guys get?
So when the Ferris wheel operator was false, we got that.
Okay.
And the movie theater one, we got that.
So you only got 2 correct?
Yeah.
Oh, so that means mommy wins that round.
Woo!
Because she got 3 and you guys got 2. Okay. So now it's my turn, and I also did jobs that I've had. This is throughout forever. There's not like a specific timeline. All right, so you guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Up first, nightclub DJ. No comments to each other or anything, of course. Although we do want comments in the chat.
Yes.
That doesn't spoil
Let's
anything.
fill a nightclub DJ.
Sign hanger. Hanging up signs.
Can all of them be true?
They could all be true. They could at least one has to be true. That's the only stipulation. Swim instructor. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ticket taker. And auctioneer's assistant. At least one of those is true. Could all of them? They all could be true. You guys ready? Okay. Janelle, do you think you know all these? I think you know all these.
I know all these.
I talk too much about myself. So there's no way you don't know all these. All right. Let's see. Audrey, it's your turn to go first this time. Oh, you're not ready yet?
I can say.
Okay. Well, wait. Audrey, you have all yours. You're not going to be influenced, right?
Well,
There's some guesses in the comments
okay.
too.
I just finished, so I can do my thing.
Okay, this is interesting. Just real quick. I won't say them yet because we want to hear from the kids. But we have someone chiming in the chat who should know. My mom, and she got 1, 2, 3 correct. Only 3 out of 5. My own mother only got 3 out of 5. This is good. This means I'm tricky here. And then Aaron chimed in as well. Well, we'll say what
tell
they said
you.
after
We
you guys
gotta
say yours.
Say what the kids think.
Okay.
So
Audrey, go ahead.
I think that
Nightglove?
nightclub DJ seems like a reasonable thing, so I say true for that one.
Okay. So you say true to that.
Yeah. Sign hanger, I think that's false.
Okay.
Swim instructor, I think that's true.
Okay.
Ticket taker, I think is false, and I know auctioneer's assistant is true.
I know. I probably told you guys about that, but I can't not put that in there.
For me, it will go quick. I said true for all of them.
You said true for all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, well, neither of you were
Also-
totally correct. Let's go. Tell us what the people in the
Okay,
chat
so-
said, Janelle.
Your mom said nightclub, yes. Sign hanger, no. Swimming instructor, yes. Ticket taker, yes. Auctioneer, yes. Aaron says swim instructor is a lie. Like he's not sure.
Okay.
And then Ben says sign hanger sounds very generic.
Hanging signs for what? Well, if I give too much detail, then it might give away whether it's true or not. All right, here we go. This is the answer here. So, number 1, nightclub DJ is true.
Yeah,
I think
talked
you guys
about
all know about that. I only worked there for, let's see, we did 2 nights of like our dance club night plus 1 actual like live concert event, and that was it. It was a very short-lived at a club over in Riverside there. I did not do like the record that kind of DJing. It was more like just, hosting the live events. Yes, it does. It was funny though, because when we showed up there, it was my friend Rob and I, and they were like, "Oh, where's your turntables and stuff?" And we're like, "Oh, we're not that kind of DJs. We're like radio DJs." And they're like, "Oh, okay, that works." And we just had brought CDs, Anyway, it is, and it worked, and it was a lot of fun, but it was short-lived. Sign hanger. I was not specific, but yes, I did work as a sign hanger at Biola, actually, at our college. I got hired. Actually, I did it for a couple of years for, what was it, like the big Christmas celebration. What was that called? That like Corral did? Do you remember what it was called? Anyway, every year at Christmas, they did a big event. Ben will probably know, because Ben did stuff with music.
With Corral.
It's Corral. I feel like I'm saying that right, but is that right? Corral?
It was Corral.
Anyway, they did a big Christmas event.
Corral.
And they wanted signs hung all around the campus, and they're real tall, big college buildings, right? And so Jonathan Matlock actually got me in on it, because he started doing it before I even did. And he hired me, or helped get me hired to do it along with him. And we would climb up onto the roofs of all the buildings, and they had these big, huge wooden signs, or sometimes some of them were like vinyl banner signs, and we had to hang them off the roofs all around campus. So I've been on the roof of every building, that was built at the time. At Biola, and I did that for 2 or 3 years in a row. It was really fun. We got to go in all the back like closets and everything, climb up the ladders up onto the roof. So that's true. And it didn't have a real job title, so I said sign hanger. Generic but true. Swim instructor, that's true. I was a lifeguard.
Talked about that.
Taught swim lessons while I did that. That's true. Ticket taker is false. I've never done that.
You never taken tickets at your own
No,
shows?
someone else always does it. I don't do that.
Okay, I got that one wrong.
And I think that's probably what Mom was thinking too. But first of all, I was not an employee when I did ticket taking.
True, you weren't getting paid.
And even if
per
I
se.
did, I never did. I've always had other people, because I'm running the front of the house. I'm getting the bands loaded in.
You're bigger and better than a ticket taker.
No, just that as the person putting on the
'Cause
event.
I've been a ticket
You
taker
definitely
at
have.
your shows.
But you've never been
many a
paid to
time.
do it, and this was jobs.
True.
You're always a volunteer.
I've always been and now I'm an executive producer.
That's right. You have paid to do it before. You just haven't been paid to do it. And finally, auctioneer's assistant. I've talked about that. You guys both know that as well. But
For those of you that
for
don't
those of you
know.
that didn't know, Janelle hooked me up with this temp agency for a little while after college. And this is when you did like the Regal stuff. Like you were working
Yeah.
all these like corporate jobs as a temp.
I think Aaron did it with me.
I feel
too.
like he did.
I feel like Aaron
Did
did
he
it.
even come with us to one of the auction things?
I don't know, but I think Aaron, before you did it, Aaron came and did a auctioneer assistant.
That might be. It was this big auto auction, and you'd sit next to the auctioneer, and they'd rattle off and do their thing, and then you had to write down like what person won the auction and how much they won it for, and then you pass it off to another person who fills out the sales paperwork, which you did sometimes.
Yeah.
As well.
And you'd like take their payment and stuff, but up by the auction assistant, you had to fill out the form and you had to catch how much the car sold for. And
It was
you
so
had to,
much fun. And they would always
really
put us
pay
down.
attention.
Because, like, the way it was laid out, there's this huge warehouse thing, and they would drive the cars in, and the front row was, like, all the fancy cars.
fancy.
They'd sell a Maserati or a Lamborghini, and as it goes down, it gets cheaper and cheaper, and we would always be, like, in the last row where they had all the junkers or weird cars or, like, an old beat up school bus or something. They always had like these guys.
They
with
wouldn't put us in the executive.
Right,
box.
of course not. They had guys with like jumper cables that would have to come and start up the cars that would like come in and die on the auction block, and it was great. Old, VW buses and stuff like that. So many cool, weird cars. So
Did you ever take
Aaron
a
said he
place in
doesn't remember, but
He doesn't.
it could be. I mean, we had to do a lot of jobs like
I
that
know.
after college, like whatever to pay our rent.
well, and that's the thing. Janelle did all of these like corporate ones, and I'm like, I'll sign up for it, but I'm only doing the fun stuff.
Yeah.
So I
he
only
went
did that.
And he took like a typing test. And I remember like he didn't have a suit to wear to the interview, so he wore like a black Dickies jacket over a tie.
Yep.
And then like they hired you, but you're like, all I'm doing
only
is
doing
auction.
the
I'm
auction
like, but
stuff.
this job is like $15 an hour to answer phones, and you're
Yep.
like, no,
I only want to do if it's fun.
I only want to do the auction,
Yep.
and you did. You never did anything.
I never did
else.
any others. Lukey, what was your question?
Did you ever have to replace the auctioneer if he wasn't there or something?
No, and I would not have
Like
been
on
good
Walk
at
the
that.
Prank.
Yeah. I honestly, even though I sat there by them for hours at a time, I rarely actually knew what was happening. The only way that you would know is they would like, well,
Point.
24,
Yeah.
yeah, $100, but like all the rest of the stuff, I don't know what's going on. It's crazy. And that's top 5. I mean, just
Yay.
kidding. Truth and lies.
Yay!
We already did top 5.
Guys, we're already done with 2 out of the 3 segments of the show.
Oh my gosh.
I know, it's a quick one today. But we have one more to do. It's time for game night.
Yes.
That's a really fast one. It comes and goes really quickly there. That's right. We're going to play a game now, an actual that was a game. Oh wait, we forgot to get the score from you guys. How many did you get correct?
Oh, I got all of them except one.
So you got
4.
4. So that means Luke won that round. Audrey?
Well, let's see. I think I got like one of them incorrect on this last one.
So you think you got 4?
Yeah.
All right, so the kids won that round. So the kids won 1 round and adults won 1 round. So I guess we have to have a tiebreaker, and the tiebreaker will be 5-second rule. All right, this is a fun game. I don't know.
Introduced by Marilyn.
That's right. Who is in the chat right
who's
now?
In the chat.
This is a really fun game, and it's something that's easy to play with all ages, adults, kids, and like remotely. It's really easy to do if someone lives far away and you're doing a Zoom thing or whatever. So highly recommended. Very simple game, very little setup. Audrey and Luke, why don't you guys explain the rules of how this game goes?
In 5-second rule, you have your timer thing there.
It's 5 seconds. The name is kind of self-explanatory in this case.
And you have to name 3 things. It says what you need to name on the card you take out, and if you don't get all 3, then you have to pass it on to the next person, and you have to wait for the next person to get it, or nobody can get it.
All right.
And
Good.
you can't say anything that's already been said.
Right. If I
Yeah.
say it but don't get them all, you can't repeat any that I said.
Yeah.
Now, how far are we going to go? Like, we're going to do just a couple rounds? Let's let
Let's
each person
do-
go twice, maybe?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Each person will start twice. So, how are we going to do it? You're going to read the first one?
I'll read the first one. 2.
All right.
Who, you?
Yeah, we'll go clockwise around like that,
Okay.
and that will be easy to
All
remember.
right, Phil's going first.
You got to flip the thing, too.
Name 3 medicines. Oh, I'm sorry. Name 3 cold medicines or remedies.
All right. NyQuil, Bear, and Excedrin.
Oh, he gets the point.
I mean, Excedrin's for, like, headaches, but that's the
I
thing.
take that during a cold.
There you go.
I'll give it to you.
All right, so I get to keep the card. That's my point there.
All right, Audrey, you're up.
I'll do the timer for Audrey.
Okay, name 3 gaming systems.
NES, SNES, and Nintendo Switch.
That's
Oh,
easy.
Audrey gets a point.
Audrey, you hold your point there. All right, Luke,
Luke.
speak nice and loud because this thing is loud here.
Okay.
Name 3 types of planes.
I mean, it's just in the heat of the moment. I can't name
Oh,
And Audrey got a super easy one.
that's true. Ben in the chat
Ben
said
chimed in.
Sega NES or SNES. Sega Master System or Genesis or Dreamcast? What are we talking
Which
here?
Sega, Ben? You got to be specific.
32X. I'm sure there's like
Sega
another one in
Sega.
there. Satellite, I think. They did like 1 million of them at the end. That's why they went out of business. It's true. They put out like 5 different systems within the span of a couple of years, and it was like
All
too
right.
much.
Well, planes goes to me.
All right, planes. Janelle, name 3 types of planes. Master System. That's the original. That's the one I have.
Yes.
All right, here we go.
All
3
right.
types of planes.
Let's do jet, biplane, and
That's it. That's time. These little
king flyer.
guys here, that didn't count. All right, I get a chance to
I'm
go.
not very good at this game.
Here, do the timer for me.
All right, name 3 types of planes.
The Great Plains, a geometric plane, and a carrier plane. I don't know. I don't think that's a real plane.
A carrier plane is like postal service.
Is there really a carrier
That's called
plane?
a carrier plane.
I don't know.
I've watched enough Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. to know that a carrier plane is a
Are we,
real
are we
plane.
accepting carrier
Agents of
plane?
S.H.I.E.L.D. is fictional, so.
All right, I'm gonna do a quick Google
He's gonna
here
Google search it.
for carrier plane. Just see what happens.
Okay.
on.
While he's looking up carrier plane, well, I guess we'd go to the next person. So hurry
Yeah.
up.
Well, no, because Audrey started it. So
No, I didn't start.
okay,
did.
aircraft carrier plane.
Yeah.
That's what it says.
So that's correct.
Carrier-based
You get 2
aircraft.
points.
Sometimes known as carrier-borne aircraft. Okay.
Okay.
I got
back No, that was on my turn, so it's your turn.
No, it was on Luke's turn.
That was on Luke's turn.
That was on
So it's
Luke's
your
turn,
turn.
so it's my turn.
All right, you guys turn over the timer for mommy there.
Okay.
All right. Name 3 wars excluding world wars.
The Korean War, Vietnam, and Civil War. Did I do it?
You did, yes. Korean War, Vietnam, Civil War, that's what you said?
Yeah.
You got it. You got it.
Woo!
Good one,
Okay.
Susan.
Sorry, I was distracted over there because we got a question in the chat.
Okay.
How is plane spelled?
It is spelled Plane.
That's true.
On the card.
And I said Great Plains, which is spelled differently.
Oh,
However, I didn't see it. I don't know.
that's true. All you could hear is what is
3
audible.
different planes. I don't know. Judges?
I don't know. I mean, I think that's good.
It wasn't specified to me, but
Yeah.
that is true.
Now Ben said Spanish American War, Gulf War, Civil War.
That's good.
So he knows his wars.
And there's also the Cold War.
All right. In the chat, it says Great
Ooh.
Plain is not qualified. So I think I guess I lose the point.
Guess you lose a
I mean, the
point.
chat says
The
you have to
chat,
go with the
everyone
chat.
likes.
Whatever the listeners
If
say.
the listeners weighed in. All right.
Mm.
So I just have 1 point then. I'll set that one aside. All right. So
Okay.
now it's back to me.
You.
Back to me. You guys can turn over the timer.
Okay.
Yep, already.
Name 3 ways to say goodbye.
Adios, see you later, and hasta la vista.
Well, there you go. There's point 2.
You can also say aloha.
He quickly
That's
took
true.
it.
Aloha. Good.
Audio.
Yep. I said that one.
Oh, you did.
All right.
All right.
Your mom said you want me to log off now.
No, that's great. We need that. All right. Welcome, Carly. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and she's on vacation right now.
Whoa, we
I'm,
got a
like,
vacation
so
login.
Honored.
That is honoring. Let's see. So it's for Luke this time, right?
Okay. Yes, Luke.
Luke, you're up.
It's Audrey's turn.
No, we're going clockwise.
But you just went.
Right.
That's true. Audrey went after you.
Oh, she did?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Ben says,
See ya
ya
later. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Oh, no. I thought he was saying he's like leaving, but that's
no,
his answer
it's 3
to the
things.
thing. Okay, that's good. I was like, oh, bye. Thanks for hanging out.
Oh, Carly loves the shout out. Yahoo!
All right.
Anything for Carly.
So who
All right.
is going now?
Okay. I'm sorry, not Carly. Carly got a shout out.
Yes.
Audrey's going.
Audrey's going. Luke's got
Okay.
the timer.
Audrey, name 3 U.S. state capitals.
Sacramento, and I can't think of any.
Oh, that's great.
All right, give me the timer.
I can't think of.
All right,
any.
so it's
All
for
right.
who is it for now?
It's for Luke. Luke, name 3 state capitals.
Boston, Washington D.C. and is Washington D.C. one? I don't know.
That's not a
That's
state
it.
capital. That's our nation's capital. All right, you can't say any that Ben wrote in the chat here, by the way.
Aw, but I didn't look at him yet.
Well, still, you can't.
It's part of it.
All right, Janelle,
Okay.
3 state capitals.
Denver.
Now you're gonna get
Newport.
it right away.
I don't know.
Now, are we
I don't
sure?
know.
You're out. You're out. All right,
Well, we know Phil's gonna get it. so.
go for it.
All right, name 3 state capitals.
Oklahoma City, New York City, and Tallahassee, Florida. Boom.
I thought New York City wasn't the capital.
No, it's not the capital. Oh,
The point
no.
goes. Now, if nobody gets it and it goes back around, it goes to Audrey.
This is what happens. Pride goes before a fall. It's upstate. What is it? It's
Syracuse.
no. It starts with an A or something.
It's and.
Oh no, what is it? It's not Buffalo. It's like further upstate.
Oh shoot.
Man, this is what happens, guys. You watched it live. This is live.
You got a boom.
I don't get to go and edit it later and make myself sound smarter.
No, you don't.
This is all like you get it in real time.
This is a big mess.
Albany,
For Phil.
thank you, Carly. I told you it started with an A. And I couldn't remember.
Albany.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay.
I
So
fell victim
that's a
to one-
point for Audrey.
I fell
my
victim to one of the
card.
classic blunders.
Okay, so that was Audrey's card, so it goes to Luke.
Don't give me like a
Okay.
Okay,
different.
Luke, name 3 famous animals.
Mickey Mouse, Nemo, and Marlin.
All right. Didn't say it had to be
Works.
real.
Yeah,
That's a
just
point
like
for
famous
Luke.
animals.
That's a point for Luke.
All
What
right.
does that specify?
So
Who?
who started? You
I
started.
started, so this is the
my
last
last
one.
Okay, go. Somebody else has to do it for me.
All right. Ben pointed out that the most famous classic blunderers never get involved in a land war in Asia, but only slightly less well known as this.
What's that from, Audrey Luke?
Princess Bride, obviously.
Obviously. Ben said for famous animals, Grizzly, 399, Benji, and Bruce the Shark from Jaws. Is Grizzly the one that played like the famous bear that's in everything?
I thought his
his
name
name
was
was
like
Ben or something.
Bobo or something.
Bubba? Maybe it's a different one.
I don't know Grizzly 39. Yeah, the one that was in like the bear, he had a different name.
Yeah. Charles? All right, thanks for hanging out, Carly.
Bye, Carly. Thanks for coming.
All right, so this is the last round for Janelle here, right?
Yes.
Oh, you have
Oh,
to
wait,
read it
I
too.
got it.
Here, you guys do
I
the
saw
timer.
that one though, so go to the next one.
Okay. Let's do the one on the back here. Oh, wait, that's the one we just did. Oh, no, that's different. All right, ready? Name 3 brands of coffee.
Folgers, Starbucks, and Dutch Brothers.
Wow.
I'm impressed.
I'm glad that you got this because I wouldn't have been able to do anything but
It's
Starbucks,
because
probably.
my friends drink coffee, like beloved Carly.
That does it. That does it. All right, so I have 2 points. Janelle has 2 points. How many you guys have?
I have 2 points.
Lukey?
Oh,
I have 1 point.
we need a
Well,
tiebreaker.
I mean, but kind of the adults have more points.
We do? Audrey has 2 points.
Yeah, but we both have 2. That means for adults we have 4 and the kids have 3.
Oh,
Do
'cause it's
adults win?
versus
Wait,
kids.
you haven't.
I don't
wait,
know,
no, never mind.
judges. What do you think?
Who
Do the
wins?
adults win?
Ben said Folger, Sanka, and Starbucks. Oh, and the
Senka.
the Grizzly is the best part of waking
You know,
up.
it's
Folgers in your cup. All right, and then 25-year-old who just birthed 4 cubs last year is Grizzly 399.
Oh,
I'm assuming probably like involved with movies as well. I don't know. Who wins?
We need someone in the chat.
I'll tell you who wins. We're all winners because Luke and Audrey got to be on the show with us today, you guys.
yay! Oh, Ben says adults win though.
Ben does say, I mean, technically we won the games.
I mean, yeah.
And we're also winners because we have such great
But
kids.
see, this is a really fun game, and you can play it with anybody. It doesn't take a lot of,
It doesn't have to, you don't have to be like super great at strategy or anything like that, but it's also legitimately fun for someone who maybe is a more intense game player because there's I mean, it's hard. Even though it seems like a simple thing, your brain gets stuck in 5 seconds and then you can't think of them and it's challenging. So, highly recommended game. It's a really good way to get people involved in game playing. It's a good
Sure.
introductory.
Sure, Mom, the kids always win. Yeah, right. Like she ever lets the
Yeah,
kids win.
that's true. Like that is one of the Vecchio policies is we always play all the way. We don't play easy on the
They
kids.
beat you at Rook on Mommy's birthday.
You did. That's true. Yeah, you win plenty of things, so we don't feel too bad.
Okay, so one last thing is if you could grab that card there,
Which card?
the one in the front there.
Oh, yes.
Today is June 18th.
We don't have a slide for this because this is not like a normal thing.
This isn't a normal segment, but remember I told you we've been doing like holidays each day. So we waited for the kids to open their special holiday. So on days we're not traveling, this is a good idea to just have fun during the summer. So the kids are going to open our holiday of the day, June 18th. Do you guys know what holiday is on June 18th?
I have no idea. This has been really fascinating. We didn't really talk about it on the show much, did we?
I thought we did.
Because did we go into like Loving Day?
I
Because
thought we did.
Maybe
but
we
I don't
did.
know. You listen to it more recently.
I can't remember.
All
now.
right.
Thanks card.
Is it- I put them in thank you cards because I have a lot of them.
International Picnic Day.
Oh, look it.
International Picnic Day is today.
International Picnic Day is
Yay.
today, guys. And those are ants, not
Yes.
cattle.
Poor ants with 2 legs.
Well, so what
So-
that means is we've got to wrap up this live stream because we got to go outside and have a picnic.
Yay!
Yeah. So we want to say thank you so much for everybody who is hanging out in the live stream. And it's great having you guys.
So fun.
And of
we
course,
love it.
thank you to our very special guests, Luke and Audrey.
You're welcome. We
You-
loved being on with you.
We love having you on here, and
guys are
you're very
great
sweet and
guests.
wonderful.
Thank
We didn't beat you too badly. It was down to 1 point.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
definitely.
I feel okay about that.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Please keep an eye out for our next live stream with Mandarian Orange Show sometime in July.
Sometime in July.
Or-
We're not sure when yet.
It's
but we'll let you know.
summertime, so we're keeping it open.
Yes.
And please join us tomorrow for our PopVox Presents live stream with Pacifico. It's very, very cool. And we'll see you guys in our podcast. We'll be putting out podcasts, so make sure you're listening along to keep up on all our adventures. All right. So for the Mandarian Orange Live, I'm Phil.
I'm Luke.
I'm Audrey.
And I'm Janelle.
And we live stream so you don't have to.
Oh.